What's up, guys? Welcome back for the next episode of Oddsparks. Episode 39. Pretty sure, anyway. Always lose track of my numbers. Okay, what the heck are we doing over here? Well, well, dear viewer. When I was doing all my testing of that farm over there with the squid, which, by the way, I completely dismantled that. It wasn't working. So, got rid of that. I reconverted the train track back to how we used to have it, so the rail is not going up here anymore. I do still have a thing over here, which we're not going to worry about that. I'm chalking that up as a failure. I failed. I messed up. I could not do what I wanted to do, so it is what it is. But anyway, while I was doing that and testing all that stuff, I was swapping over to like instant spawn and stuff like that, and the big dummy that I am, I didn't realize that when I did that, it was also making everything else spawn. Just completely forgot about that. I know what you're thinking. Wow, it's so obvious. You set it up so that stuff spawns, and of course everything's gonna spawn. Yeah, well, I'm not smart. Anyway, that made every single enemy spawn at all of my farms as quickly as possible, and pretty much ruined all the resources and resupplies and respawns of my monsters. All my sparks got eradicated, and now there's like a million pieces of material at all the spots. And yeah, anyway, when it rains, it pours, I suppose. But yeah, so okay, what are we doing? What are we doing this time? We are going to set up this train route, but, and I guarantee I'm not the only one that didn't notice that I messed this up. I was talking about how I was going to loop the train over and come over here and build all my stuff. No, it's not going to work that way. I need to take the spikes, which they're fine. They're fine. Don't worry about the spikes. They're being made, and our capacity is at 200 with that. And anyway, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. But we do need to reroute to, like, say, up here, because what do we have up here? That's right. We've got ancient foundations, which are required in order to make sparks. And I completely forgot about that for some reason. So, yeah, we're gonna have to go up that way. I could like go up here and do it, but I don't know. It is kind of equidistant between the two, isn't it? A little bit. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna set up over here. So we're gonna take our boomy sparks from this location, get them all the way over here. We're gonna set up a train from here, and we're gonna go and work our way over here. So yeah, I think at this point it would behoove us to just route a train straight up here to our coal production and actually get some usage out of this. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try and go for like a 90-degree turn here, and we're just gonna go from there. To that point, now that I'm thinking about it, if we're going to be going all that way anyway, should we just go up here to the Crashy Spark Shrine regardless? I don't know. Tell you what, I'll think about it while we're working our way north this way, while we're laying down some tracks and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know. Oh, what a mess. What a mess. Last couple episodes, I feel like they were low points in the series. I don't feel like I got a whole lot done, and I feel like I wasted a lot of time. Mostly, I'm just kind of down on myself because I couldn't figure out how to get that Squillican farm going. But hey, you know what? It's a brand new day. Well, technically it's the same day for me, so I'm still fresh off that failure. But you guys, it's a brand new day for you guys. So, anyway. Right. Let's do train stuff. Train stuff always makes me feel better, right? Okay. So, let's just come over here. Let's set a marker for, I guess, here, I suppose. It's not showing up on my map. Show up on my map. There. Okay. Let's do this thing. So we're just gonna come over here. Nice turn there. And yeah, we're just gonna keep going straight. I don't know how short I want to make these intersections, these interchanges. I don't know. Let's just do this then. So let's set it for a distance. And yeah, we'll go from there. This is a very steep thing we've got going on here. I immediately can't do what I wanted to do. Oh yeah. It's all coming up Millhouse. Okay, I guess we're working our way around the mountain then. A more scenic approach, shall we? So how is everyone today? I hope you are well. Because, you know, reasons. Yeah, that should work. I knew I had a ladder from when I explored ages ago, like 20 episodes ago. Alright, we're gonna have to kill some trees. That's fine. A-okay. Here, Crashy Sparks. Destroy the tree. Good job. Knew you could do it. Yeah, that's fine. Kind of meandering a little bit here. Getting a little bit off course. Out of my way, tree. It's funny, I see other people's builds and stuff in the Discord, and not gonna lie, I'm a little jealous of their fancy little train routes and stuff like that. They're all nice and 90-degree angles and really nice and all that, and mine are all spaghetti. It's fine though. It's fine. We're making it look nice and natural. That's right. Okay, so here is fabric, which I don't necessarily think is that big a deal. We can just kind of go around this a little bit. All right, a little bit of a swooping approach there. Okay, anyway. Yeah, nice straight line, like I was saying. All right, anyway. So let's go ahead and set a station down. Let's go for up here, I guess. Good enough place for a station. And there you go. Let's take you back just a little bit. Where are we at? Close enough. Oh yeah, of course. Should probably figure out the direction that we're taking with this. Okay, so we're loading on the right side. I guess this is going to be for fueling, so it doesn't really matter, but whatever. Okay, let's just get this. Orientation doesn't matter that much because reasons. I'm not doing loading or unloading of things in this one anyway. So I guess that doesn't matter. Alright. We can take these broken wings and learn to fly again. No, but seriously, we're going to take an elevator here. We're going to take this. We're going to come right here. Spunny. Dead. Super dead. Nice. We can take a... Yeah, we can get a big crate. Why not? Hey, get off my elevator, Spunny. Who do you think you are? Suppose I could do this. Get a couple of these guys on here. Why not? I don't suppose I could get another elevator here, could I? I could. Sure, let's do that. There we go. Yeah, I think that's fine. Alright. First I should figure out where the heck I'm going. So, this is going to load from here. We're going to go all the way across. And am I going to just use this crashy spark shrine? You know what? I think I am. So, let's aim for that. Aim for the bushes. If you're thinking what I'm thinking, pard. Which means we're going to have to do some fun stuff as far as our loading and offloading. Hopefully we have enough space up there. That would suck if we didn't. Alright. Gradual bend here. Hey, I see you. Squid's flying. Oh, cool. Oh no. You don't need to fight me. Remember how I was saying, oh, there's all sorts of squids around here? Yeah, I think this is where I was talking about before. Jeez, okay, yeah. No, there's a lot of you guys around here. Wow. That is a lot. Okay, we're pretty close. So, go this way. Jumping. That is quite a drop there. Okay. We have pretty much arrived. Nice. Alright, so from the spike direction, it's going to be coming up this way. So we need the drop off on the left side. Let's plan for a drop off and pickup same spot. And there's so much debris on the ground. Okay. Let's just get rid of all this. What a mess. Okay, so train stop. Train stop. We're gonna go, I guess, here. We'll get an offload. In this direction. We'll need to get an offload. Yeah, same direction. It's gonna come in here, go on the other side. Okay, yeah. Train directionality doesn't really matter that much as far as offload and onload and all that. I am going to need to move you slightly. They won't lose their lunch. Okay, so the way this is going to work is our train's going to come through here. It's going to pick up the spikes. It's going to come all the way over here. This train platform right here is going to be for, of course, obviously, unloading mode. So that's going to be for unloading mode. Just do regular crates for now. We'll parlay those into bigger crates. Yeah. So that's good. Now, what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to take this track and go down to here. Which means I'm going to need to make this a little lasso, I think. Yeah, so it'll come this way and then reorient this way. Okay. This is going to come back down this way. And yeah, we'll just use a splitter on this and set it up and get to go from there. Okay. Another long journey ahead of us. It's going to be fun. Mostly. Hello, Rock Terran. Alright, fine. Fine. I'll set up some ladders. Jeez. Nope. That is not where I wanted that. Alright. Of course. It's the Slashy Spark Shrine. Takes Choppy Sparks and Rocky Sparks. Interesting. We have Rocky Spark production right here. We just need to get the Choppy Sparks up here. Which... You know what? I should put a station down here. So that's what we're gonna do. Leave my little dudes alone. before I kill you. I'll do it. I got enough boomies on me. I could do it. You leave me alone. I've had it up to here with you little squid boys. Actually, no. We need to get rid of that. Okay. So this will be just for the future. So we can probably incorporate some type of an intersection onto this with choppy sparks and have them get set up here. So, for the future. Jeez. Okay. Now then, I think what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna bypass this station, thusly, just a little route around. And this will be for spikes and the boomy sparks. So, let's continue. There we go. So I'll have to get some of those materials. So, okay, it's going to bypass that, or it's going to bypass this station. This will be for choppies only. Is that how we want to do that? Yeah, that'll be fine, because we can set this junction to be for only that, and then the choppies will take this one. Okay, that's fine. Let us continue. We're going to have to start curving here pretty soon. So, no time like the presents. Presents? Present. What a fool. Okay. Fowl. How are you? I'm just great. Thanks for asking. It's almost a straight shot. It's gonna be like right there. So, I gotta figure out if we can get away with having... No, it'd be better for... Well, I mean, actually, what we could do is we could take this track, junction it in here, and then have an exit this way. That'll link back up. Yeah, let's do that. So, let's just go like this. Go back into my inventory. Look at that, we're getting closer to civilization. Oh, I'm out of materials. We've been doing that much. Okay, this last little turn here looks pretty good. The rest of it looks like hot garbage, but looks pretty good this way. And yeah, we'll just go straight up to around here-ish, I think. We'll route this, or actually, no, that's a terrible idea. No, yeah, that's a bad idea. Because this train, since it's going both ways on this track, we don't want another track to enter in through here. So yeah, no, that's a terrible idea, so let's not do that. Okay. That's fine. We can do the same thing we were talking about. We'll just set up a separate lasso here with another train station going that way. I'm glad I thought about that before we actually made it all the way down here, and I ended up hating everything. Right. Okay. Yeah, it's going to take a minute for that sawn timber to make its way back up. Well, good enough time as any to look at some of the quests and see where we're at. Botany is still going to take a while. We have the raw ether. That's not a problem. Ether seeds, leaf knots, copper ingots. We are not near any of that. Build an ore miner. We still have to do that, and we can do that, I think, pretty easily. We just have to find a giant ore deposit, which that's going to be the hard part. Alchemy, we can get that done. We just need to do it. So, yeah. One of these days, I'm gonna get the pigment done. One of these days, just you wait. All right, let's make a little bit more progress here. So, all that being said, we are gonna have to turn back this way. That's okay. That's okay. Since we are running a little bit low on materials, we should extend these as far as possible, I think. Right up to the limit. Where do we want to do this? Right around here? It's a maybe. Already got one station there. Okay, where do we want to do this? Not a whole lot of room to work with here, unfortunately. Could do it up here. So, okay, it's going to go into the station and then it's going to come out. So our pickup is going to be on the right side, I believe. fine. Fine, I guess. Now then, how are we going to move this stuff around? Welcome home, Boomy Sparks. This is where you were created. And now you're dead. So sad. Guess I can get rid of this marker now. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. Go like that. Go like that. Nothing fancy. There you go. And we can just go like this. Okay. So that's split both ways. Really don't have much room in my inventory right now. Hey, that's better. Okay. So, let's just set up the lasso from here. Help if I had something to connect it to. All right. Of course, you're going to be a problem. Yeah, these guys are pretty useful. Looking forward to actually having them all set up. So we can pretty much just go straight across from here. Totally planned it. Watch, it's going to be off by like a piece. Works. Gonna extend this episode slightly, just so we can at least get this little thing set up. Get out of here. It's gonna go straight across there. Okay. So that's good. It's gonna go back around. Wait. Dang it. I got it on the wrong side. Dang it. Yeah, because the offload and the... Right? Yeah, I got it on the wrong side. Dag nabbit. Dag nabbit. Alright. It's okay. I still got room. Yeah, because it's gonna come in this direction. It's gonna load. And then it's gonna come all the way back. Take this route. And then it's gonna offload on this side. And then we'll come all the way through here. Here's the refuel, but we don't need to worry about that for the return trip. It's going to come through here. Then we just need another lasso, and that should be it. Okay. Now let's reconnect this. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. Ooh, man. I tell you. Oh, come on. Come on. There we go. Man. I swear. There. We just need to shift your position slightly. In which case we can just get a crate down like so. And like so. There you go. Now, let's go for 2. Okay. No, I'm not done yet. We're gonna finish this train track. Dang it. You know what, Bush? You know what? You keep getting in my way, you're dead. Sucks to suck, nerd. Okay. Right. Just a little lasso. We've done a million of these. Okay. Actually... It's actually a pretty tight turn. I don't think we can make that. Hey, never tell me the odds. All right. There we go. You just need a driver and some fuel now. This is not going to be enough fuel. Didn't we have some coal down here? Yeah. That should be more than enough. I don't even know how far you would have to run a train in order to set up that much. Okay, so let's put you into stop mode for now. Get some fuel going. Hey, I said stop! Hey. Okay, well, I guess we're going. That's okay. What's the problem there, bud? Guess we're not going. We'll go ahead and ride the train for the route as per the usual. Okay, so I'm gonna need one of these. We're gonna need one of the boomy sparks, which I do have, so that's fine, because we're gonna want to set up... Okay, you're gonna be unloading mode, that's fine. You're gonna be timing mode for... Let's just go 15 seconds to be safe. This junction is going to be for you and you. Okay. This train is going to have... Not you. You. Right? Is that what I set up for that junction there? Yeah. You are also going to have to be one of these and one of these. I like that I can do this from the map. That's pretty nice. Okay. So, this should be good to go, I think. You're going to be in loading mode. Okay. And this will be our first train that's going to be doing 2 routes on 1 track to unload 2 separate cargoes. How fun is that? Okay, so let's go with... Actually, no. I don't want to do that. I want to ride the train. There we go. Hopefully this works. Hopefully this works. Alright. So, that was a fun episode. Nice palate cleanser from the last little time that I wasted trying to figure out a farm. This should be good. From here, we just need to set up the what's it called? The route to the shrine. So from the offload to the shrine to creation. And that should be good. Shouldn't be too hard. If we run into any problems, I'll be able to diagnose it from the ride. I am going to have a drink of Coke. I think I've earned it. You guys Coke or Pepsi fans? I'm more of a Coke fan myself. I have no idea how long this episode's been going. Hasn't been going for 55 minutes, I know that. Because a little timer pops up at the top of my screen whenever I get to 55 minutes. Because I can only record up to 60 minutes of footage at a time. So, yeah. Fabric's looking good. Nice and full. And look, it's our little teleporter. Alright, here's our coal loading. 15-second timer. I think we only burned like 37. It's not too bad. I think I only had 20 in there. Yeah, must have only used three fuel to get over here. It's not too bad. And time. All right, what did that put us at? 156? More than enough. Whole trip is probably only going to take like 10 fuel. I don't know. You know what I would like to see? I would like to see an option of how long a train trip would be based on track length. Like in the settings or in the menu or something like that. That would be nice. It's just an estimate. Obviously not including any loading and unloading times, stuff like that. That would be madness. We found the Squillican playground over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Along with a few penguins. 7, 8, 9, 10. Holy crap. There's a lot of you guys around here. My word. Forgot to set up the guys that'll actually grab the stuff. Whoops. Let's do that real quick. So, one there, one there, one there, one there, one there. There you go. And we'll get 2 there. Okay. Wasn't too bad. That worked swimmingly. From here, the next checkpoint that could offer us any trouble is going to be here, but let's be real, I don't think it's going to be an issue. Now, I didn't need 2 identifiers for this train. I could have just used 1, but I felt like using 2. It's not that big a deal. Like, it's a little messy if you're looking at this, because you'll see, you know, you might see different tags on some of these things. Like, you know, this one's got a tag for, I don't even know, something. But if I keep them on their own tracks, it's not a problem, which I tend to do. I don't really share very many tracks. And there's 55 minutes, so that's fun. I'll try to finish out this train ride before I end the episode, but this was a long one. Alright, you should take the right. Boom. Easy. Go past that. What are we looking at for fuel now? We're looking at 153. So from the fueling station to here, we've only used 4 fuel, I think. Not too bad. Then when we come back on the return trip, we'll take a left. I really don't know if I'll be able to actually finish this train ride out with the amount of time left on the episode. Hey, stop stomping around, you jerk. Coming up on our turn. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, since we've had a little idle moment, I could have actually kept this train track the same way. Like, I could have had the loading on this side. All I would have to do is make it so that instead of connecting here, I would just have to go a little bit further and then connect over here and then come back through this way, but it's fine. Alright, load us up. I don't know if this is going to be able to keep up with our demand on this, but we'll see. If we need to, we can change this to a timer as opposed to loading mode. We'll see. So close. Should probably swap those guys down there for haulers instead of carriers. It was kind of an impromptu thing. But, you know what? I think this is going to work just fine. I think I'm okay to end the episode. So, I'm going to end the episode there. If you guys liked it, feel free to hit the like button, leave a comment down below, so on and so forth. I will pick up the next one when we actually start producing our Clashy Sparks. But, anyway, see you all later. Bye-bye!